Let's go watch it in 2D. No, let's go watch it in 3D. But if we watch it in 3D, then is it worth the cost?
I take it you've heard the rumors. Grindelwald had a vision that he would rise to dominance over the wizarding world. You want me to hunt him down? To kill him? Dumbledore, why can't you go? I cannot move against Grindelwald. It has to be you. Oh, come on.
Hello. This is Adolf Vega from 3D or 2D.com, and today I'm reviewing Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. As always, I'll talk about the 3D element first. So, the 3D was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. This movie was made for 3D. Scene after scene, I was impressed by the 3D visuals. The movie opens up with a scene that amazed me, both because of the excellent action and the excellent 3D. The 3D depth is actually used here and there to highlight height in many key scenes. Several creatures will pop out of the screen in fun ways. Even the scenes in dialogue, the camera will zoom into the character faces so you can easily see the emotional range of the characters. The 3D really helps with this. I watched this movie in regal RPX scenes. This is my first experience with this technology, and I walked away impressed. 3D visuals look fantastic, even in darkly lit scenes. Bravo to Regal Cinemas. Gotta give you guys a shout out here because it was pretty damn good. And overall, this is one of the best 3D presentations I've seen in 2018. I can easily recommend watching this movie in 3D, especially in the RPX format. If you don't have that, other big screen, formats like IMAX and or Cinema XD would probably be just as good. So the final verdict is great 3D.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
This podcast is brought to you by 3D Wiggle. With 3D Wiggle software, you can impress your family and friends with 3D gifts and videos. To find out more information, please click on the link in the description for 20% off coupon as well. This podcast is also brought to you by Patreon. With Patreon, you can become a patron and get this podcast commercial free and get many more benefits. Please click on the description again to get more information. Now, back to the show. Now, onto the movie itself. I was kind of lukewarm on the first movie, the first Fantastic Beasts movie. I liked the Harry Potter franchise a lot, but I wasn't really sure about this series. Warner Brothers already committed to a 5-movie deal, and I was like, man, I don't know about this. And the first movie was like, I liked it, but I don't hate it. It's alright. The second movie changed my sentiment. I feel like this movie is better than the first in most every way. The movie follows Newt Scamander in a few months after the events of the first movie. The movie is fairly self-contained, so it quickly recaps many story elements from the original. Most of the main characters from the original return in this movie. The movie has many noteworthy characters that are new to this Fantastic Beasts series, such as Grindelwald and Dumbledore. Obviously, Dumbledore is in many of the Harry Potter movies, but in this one, he is much younger, and he's portrayed by the great Jude Law, who's very charming, confident, and very likable as Dumbledore in the 1920s, I think it is. But another character, Grindelwald, which, he was but like more like a cameo at the very end of the first Fantastic Beasts. He's in this movie entirety, which is portrayed by Johnny Depp. And Johnny Depp is a fantastic villain in this movie. Grindelwald is a charismatic fascist who wants to take over the world and unite the wizardry world. And I really adore this performance of Johnny Depp. I really felt, I don't know how to feel about Johnny Depp lately, because I feel like he's playing very similar roles. And I think this one really knocked it out of the park. It was very charismatic, very likable, and you understand his point of view even if you don't agree with it. And this is probably one of Johnny Depp's best performances in years. The action movie is full with lots of entertaining scenes, and it's a fun movie. sadly, it has its problems. The biggest issue is with the storytelling itself. The narrative is a mess. Tones shift quickly from wacky to serious. It's easy to get lost in the story and lose track of what's going on. The movie has a large cast of characters. I like other performances, but the sheer amount of characters on screen is a little just too much to handle. The movie is sloppy. It's a good time, but it's sloppy. I mean, you can't. I really think it would be really hard, even for the diehard Fantastic Beasts or Harry Potter fanboys, to not agree that it's not a perfectly made movie. It's just kind of a sloppy mess, but a good sloppy mess. The movie is a visual treat. Fantastic Beasts return, and it's really nice. They really look wonderful, and the CG is great. It's well realized on screen. Computer graphics and special effects are stellar. How the humans interact with and behave with the computer graphic beasts is well done and believable. There's this one creature that's like a dragon, like a cat dragon, and I could swear that was actually like a puppet in some scenes because it was so fully realized on screen. I don't think it was, but I don't know. And I really liked how it looked, and the CG is fantastic. And more in this movie than the first, Newt Scamander just feels very comfortable, and you can see that on screen with these beasts and animals. And it just works for that angle. They're not as prominent as the first one, but they are there. The movie's a little bit long. I was intrigued from beginning to end, but it just kind of drags. The middle is really dull. There's some great action scenes here and there, and it has a little bit of everything. Action, adventure, even a little bit of romance. Look, it has problems. I'm not going to deny that. I feel more confident about this Fantastic Beasts after I feel more confident about this franchise than I did before. I enjoyed it, but it has problems. It has issues. It's not perfect. And I think definitely there's room for improvement, tighten things up, maybe cut down the characters some, maybe, let some characters breathe more. You could tighten things up here and be a better movie. But all in all, I did like it. I did enjoy it. So my final verdict is a 7 out of 10. And I look forward to the next Fantastic Beasts movie. That's it for me. Bye. Alright, before this podcast ends, I want to give a thank you to my patrons. Right now, we have one patron, which is David from Spain, and I want to thank you for your financial support. Alright, so that's going to be it for this podcast.
We now have a Patreon, and the link is in the description. Thanks for watching.
And we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, a little bit everywhere. Just look for us, 3D or 2D. And of course, review us on iTunes. And if you want to write us a letter, our email address is email3dortwo d@gmail.com. So that's going to be it. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.